Hi, welcome back to my channel SciTech. In today's video, to do the annual benchmark test on the IQ7 device after the recent software update which I have received. So yes friends, just a couple of hours ago I did receive the software update in the IQ7 smartphone. As you can see, this is the exact variant I'm trying to use, and let me just show you what is the update as well. So is the update number, as you can see, 1.72.9, and in case if you did not receive the update, don't worry, a lot of users, they are getting rolled out only today. So I did see plenty of comments and feedback as well on this kind of update, so make sure to stay tuned friends for more interesting updates. But in this video, let's focus on the annual benchmark test, whether the annual benchmark test will be remaining around 7 lakhs or not, and the CPU GPU performance I'll be mainly focusing on. I'm not focusing on the overall score, only on the CPU GPU. The reason is because in annual benchmark test we do have this kind of thing which is a memory. So right now I did fill my storage up to 95%, as you can see friends. So 95% I did fill, so definitely this overall score will be impacted. So I am just bothered about CPU and the GPU score in this case. That is what my main focus will be there. And number 2 will be on the temperature. So how much the highest temperature can the phone reach right now when I'm trying to do the annual benchmark test. So this is completely after the software update which I've installed and completely I'm trying to use. So this is what I'm going to check friends. And today night I'll be doing the CPU throttling test comparison with other smartphones together. So mainly with the Realme X1 Max and other phones. So it's going to be really epic comparison, because few of the smartphones, they did receive the software update. So it's kind of good thing to do again, revising back how is the performance, is it increased or not. And during this time I'll be using the 120Hz refresh rate, which is pretty normal settings which I'm trying to use before. And let me try to quickly change the brightness as well. So brightness, I'm trying to leave it around 50% brightness. I think that should be kind of okay. Let me try to clear all the backgrounds. So all the background applications are completely cleared, and Wi-Fi is disconnected, and using the external RAM capabilities. So this is a test which I'm trying to do with the external RAM capabilities. So right now the temperature, let's check, it's of let me try to check the inside CPU temperature. Let's see what will happen. CPU temperature, so it's showing the CPU temperature is of 47 degrees right now, as you can see in the annual benchmark application, 44 degrees as well. So let's see how much it can actually increase later on. Let me try to do the test, and it is a temperature check 35 degrees in right now, and my room temperature is pretty normal, 32 degrees, as you can see, 31 and 32. So there is no AC, there is no cooler friends. So it's slightly 3 degrees above than my room temperature, nothing much difference at this point. And backside 34 degrees, it's nothing much special as well. 34, 35, and the front 35.4, as you can see clearly, 35.4. So nothing much special, as you can see friends clearly. So right now it's 35 degrees at this point. So let's see, after a couple of minutes again I'll be coming back to check how much the temperature has been increased in this device. So before it did increase up to close to, I think, 42 degrees and 43 degrees. Those are the highest I have seen in this smartphone. So while doing the annual benchmark test, so I think close to 10 to 15 times uploaded videos on the annual benchmark test with the different settings. So this is what I did understand friends. The maximum it can reach up to 43 degrees. But the one which broken the records is a Realme X1 Max. We did reach up to 45 degrees and 44 degrees during this time of testing before videos. So it did break this kind of IQ7's record. So right now the phone which has got highest heating capabilities at this point in the same kind of settings and same performance is the Realme X1 Max. So thanks to the Dimensity 1200, which is slightly kind of heat as well, which will definitely generate when compared with the normal Snapdragon 870 chipset. And make sure to comment below friends what are other videos you want me to do on this IQ7 device. I'll try to focus on both two things. So software update which has come, it did fix the screen flickering, but I need to check it. And next thing is 4D vibrations in different scenarios. I need to even check that 4D vibrations. So what is the fix they have updated. So these are the two things which I'll be mainly focusing on this particular phone. So right now the temperature is of 38 degrees. As you can see, 38. It increased by 3 degrees at this moment. So within 2 minutes of time. So 2 minutes of time, as you can see friends, 2 minutes. So right now the temperature increased to 38 degrees within 2 minutes of time from 35. So 3 degrees got increased just within 2 minutes of time using this kind of annual benchmark test. So I can be back after maybe close to 5 minutes of time, then we can discuss how is the temperatures in this smartphone. Let me to keep the phone on this small holder which I got right now. So it should be kind of good. As you can see friends, right now it's been kind of close to more than 5 minutes of time. Let's see what is the temperature right now. I can see the phone is getting a lot of heat right now. It's kind of close to 40 degrees. After 6 minutes of time, as you can see friends, 40 degrees is the maximum reached, and the back side it did reach up to 37 degrees, but not much, 38 and 39, as you can see. And my room temperature is remaining around only 32 degrees only during this point. so nothing much increase. As you can see friends, same kind of my room temperature, so 38 and 39. So overall the highest was 40.2 degrees is the highest received temperature right now. So after 72 minutes of 72%, sorry. So let's see what will be the highest again. That is what I'm going to see. So the maximum highest temperature I did see during this time is 40.2 degrees, but not much. So 40.2 is the highest recorded temperature. So while doing the annual benchmark test in the IQ7 device. So let's see the final score, what it is, and 6,72,000. As I said, so we are not bothered about the overall score. The reason is because the memory is really low. So I'm only concerned about this one score, which is CPU and the GPU. So let's check only the CPU and GPU score. So to check this, I'll need to open the gallery application. So before and after, we'll try to compare what it is. So is the screenshot friends which I have taken on the day 1, and is the screenshot after the software update 1. So after the software update and day 1 update, as you can see here clearly. So now I'll try to write after the software update 3 as well, because this is the third update which I have received. I forgot to take the 2, so sorry for that. But let's compare. So CPU and the GPU before and now. I'm trying to show you friends right now. As you can see, the GPU 186 right now, and before it is 189, as you can see, and the GPU 241 and 241. Only the CPU 186 and 189, slightly there is a difference. So maybe I think because of filling the memory, I'm not sure exactly how it's affected the CPU, but slightly decreased, but GPU remained the equal. Let me just show you the day 1 score, how it is the day 1. So let's compare with the day 1. So 186 and 186, CPU is pretty normal on the day 1, and the GPU 241 and 243. As you can clearly see friends, the difference now and then. And the temperatures, oh sorry, I forgot to talk about the temperatures only. So at the time the temperature increased to 42 degrees. So now the temperatures are increased to, as you can see, 38.5 degrees. You can clearly see the difference in the temperature. Let me try to show you again. 42 degrees. As you can see friends, I do remember friends exactly the highest temperature before. That is what, after doing so many tests, these are the remember about this phone perfectly. So overall the highest temperature reached this time was about 40.2. That is the highest so far reached, and the overall score completely decreased because of this memory only, nothing else. As you can see, 1,25,000 before, and now it's only 97,000. As you can see friends clearly, 1,23,000 and 1,25,000. The reason is because I did fill the complete memory. So 96% of the storage is completely filled, as you can clearly see here. So 96% after 128 GB, 123 GB is completely filled. So that might be the reason. And even after filling this much of storage up to 96%, and it's really great to have this kind of performance friends, which is the annual benchmark test results. So 6,72,000. So even after filling this kind of storage, and still the phone was able to perform really as this beast, the monster in terms of the speed test when compared with the previous smartphones. So that's another thing. So thank you for watching this video friends. I'll be back with another test which is on the CPU throttling test, to see whether the phone is actually performing any kind of issues or not in terms of the CPU throttling. That is the last test. After that, I think I need to do the 3D benchmark stability test as well. That will be another test as well. So it's going to be really interesting and really fun. So let's see friends what will happen with the CPU throttling. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video friends. Until then, stay tuned. Bye. Not CE.